Hello everybody, welcome back to Joe's Wildside Adventures. This week I'm coming to you from the Kootenay region in southern British Columbia in the Canadian Rockies. I'm up here with the 123 outfit and I'm on a moose, mountain goat, muley, and whitetail hunt. This is almost a continuation of a hunt I did last year. I came out here, I had some really bad weather, we had some bad luck. The snow was really difficult to get around in, and I was bound and determined to get back out here. So we don't know what's in store for us. The weather is really cooperating. It's perfect temperatures. It's in the 40s during the day, 30s at night. The skies have been sunny and blue. We got out and took a little bit of look around and did see some animals, so I'm really anxious to start hunting. So stay tuned, everybody, when Joe's Wildside Adventures returns. 123 outfit in southern British Columbia. Driving up through Montana, I flew into Kalispell, and it was just a short 1-hour drive to the Canadian border. Once I crossed the border and got up into Canada, I could start to see the mountain ranges, and there was not a bit of snow on the mountain ranges. And I had checked the weather forecast earlier. It's looking like the weather was going to cooperate. There was not going to be snow. There was not going to be rain. It's just going to be one of those, bluebird weeks where the weather was just going to be conducive to goat hunting. When I got into camp, Chris and I had talked about our plan, and he said, Joe, I really think we should just dedicate a day to moose hunting because of all the moose that Chris had been seeing scouting earlier in the season. Had pictures of these big bull moose 10 feet away from him. He had sent me some video clips and these pictures, and it was just too much to pass up not to go out for at least a day or two to try and bag a nice bull moose. That first day, we hunted pretty hard in the morning, didn't really see much, and moved over to another lake later in the afternoon and ended up seeing and taking this beautiful Shiras moose. He ended up measuring between 46 and 47 inches across, had good mass, good points, and man, what a way to start the week. Everybody that I've ever talked to regarding a goat hunt said it's the most grueling and demanding hunt you'll ever go on in your entire life. And to hear that and to read about it and see TV shows about it and videos about it, you just don't understand what that means. When I got out here the first day and we got up on that mountain, we took the quads up, went for a really good ride. And then, of course, you can't take the quads everywhere, and there's hiking involved.
So we decided to carry on and walk along the ridge, and we had to drop into a saddle and then hike up to this next summit. And it was interesting to see what the look on his face would be when he got to see his next challenge. I always like to push him just a little bit just to see where we can go, and he's always been up for it. And it's a weird, intimidating factor when you're not used to climbing and playing in the mountains. These hills look insurmountable. You wouldn't even necessarily think that you could make them up them. And it's amazing, though, when you just put your mind to it, and one step at a time, where you can go and how far you can go and some of the places you can. And it's always a really rewarding experience when you get there.
Well, we made it to the top, huh?
Yeah. He dragged my butt all the way up here.
Yeah, I dragged you up here.
Yeah, we're definitely pretty much on top of the world for the Purcell Mountains here. It's a pretty beautiful sight up in here. It's gorgeous country. So this year we tried a little bit different in gaining access into the mountains. The year before we were mainly doing trucks and hiking. We put quads into the mixture this year. I found a few really old mining roads that gave us really good access into the Alpine, which is kind of what I wanted. I wanted to have a good high start before we had to start hiking so that we didn't burn ourselves out just in getting there. A little bit of an interesting challenge for Joe. He's got his official quadding badge now. He learned a lot about how to handle quads in steep and rocky and slippery rock terrain. It's a little bit different than just riding around on trails. When you start putting steep grades involved and loose gravel, you got to learn how to. It's kind of like driving on marble sometimes and a little bit on slick ice. You got to be able to drive through it and maintain your steering and drive out of it if you get in trouble. So the first day out, it was a neat and enjoyable experience for Joe. I think he had a pretty good time learning. He was a little bit hesitant at first and a little bit scared because I kind of went over the driving techniques of keeping your wheels rolling when you're going downhill and accelerating through corners as you're coming up and around steep bends. And you could tell he was hesitant and yet anticipating an enjoyable experience at the same time. But he did a really good job. We came up over top of the Weaver Creek Saddle, which is all a big shale rocky pile. We made it up top, and the second that quad reaches that peak and turns up on top and sits flat, you look around and you can see for miles and miles, and there is no better place to be, and it's a pretty awesome feeling.
Joe's Wildside Adventures is sponsored in part by Temple Fort Outfitters, Jim Teeny Inc., the Gerard Winery, Cottage Cove, Priority Flooring, McClure Construction, Pillbox Pharmacies, Roadside Ribs, Webb Mason, Rosa Self-Tanning Systems, and Hadel's Hatches.
The Yellow Creek Trout Club, located in Brush Valley, PA, offers breathtaking scenery on 3 miles of the best trophy trout fishing in western Pennsylvania. Yellow Creek is stocked monthly with fresh rainbows, brooks, browns, and tiger trout. It provides great artificial lure and fly fishing year-round. With 2 spacious cabins to rent along with a streamside pavilion, it is a great place to entertain clients for a change of pace. Yellow Creek Trout Club.
A lot of people think my job is only about numbers. It's not. It's about listening, learning, understanding what our clients want to achieve, and then helping them get there. It's different here. We don't force products. We don't have quotas. We just do what's best for our clients. What's right. Washington Financial Wealth Management, Investment and Retirement Services. Everything we do is on account of you.
If you dip smokeless tobacco and ever thought about slowing down, try Smoky Mountain, America's original and best-selling tobacco-free brand. Smoky Mountain Snuff is a long cut, and it's available in 7 great flavors. Smoky Mountain pouches are available in wintergreen and mint. If you want a great tasting smokeless brand without tobacco or nicotine, try Smoky Mountain. To learn more, visit us at smokysnuff.com.
We got on the quads again and took our 20-mile quad ride up through the mountain pass, through the peaks and the summit of the mountain range and down over the other side. And then we got onto a main trail road and started the ride up. I looked up there and I stopped the quad and Chris pulled up beside me and I said, Chris, I just see this white blob up on the top of this ridge. And I looked again to show him and it was gone. Well, right at that point, my heart started to pound because I said, I know I saw it there a minute ago and now it's not there. And just as I said to Chris, I don't know where it went, it came out from behind a tree. And the first impression, the first thought that came to my head was, there's no way we're going to get up on that mountain to get a shot. You know, we might as well just take some video of this. And when I asked Chris, I said, Chris, is there any way we can hunt that goat?
So Joe was pretty excited. He finally got to see his goat, but looking way up the mountain drop through the slide and up into the top into the rocks, it's a pretty daunting looking task of going And he kind of looked at me and was like, "Are we going to be able to hunt that goat?" And I just kind of smiled and chuckled to myself because, hey, we're goat hunting, and you have to go where the goats go. So one way or another, we were going to figure a way up to get up to there.
Well, we hiked the better part of an hour. We got up to a vantage point. We're about 360 yards away from where he's bedded down. Our guess is he's going to come out, and there's a big meadow over there and feed later this afternoon, and that's what we're going to kind of bank on. We really don't have many choices because it's so steep over there. We can't get in behind him, and we can't go out around him because we'll expose ourselves. Well, just as we thought, the goat got up and started walking around. He's calm. He has no idea we're here. And all I think we need to do is be patient, and I think he's going to give me an opportunity. We could see where the goat was at. We could see glimpses of him, but we didn't have the wide open shot that we did on the first time we saw him that was over 1,000 yards away. And he's looking right at us. I mean, I am right on him, but there's some branches from that dead tree. His head's facing us, but he's completely broadside. Oh, he's going back to the right. Sitting up on that rock for 4 hours, it was very frustrating. The goat would get up, he would walk around. I could see his head, I could see a part of his shoulder, I could see him from behind. I never got a view of the goat, the whole goat. He walked back and forth. Then he went and bedded down a second time. So we moved again, and we were able to get a clear lane at him. The only thing I could see, though, was his head. And looking at his head through my scope, I identified that I was very, very confident it was a billy. I didn't see any tips bending back in the end. I could see his bases were a little wider at the bottom, is what you want to look for. And I said, well, Chris, if this goat stands up and gives me an opportunity, I'm going to take the shot. So we sat and we waited and we waited, and finally the goat stood up and he gave me the opportunity, and I had a chest shot on him, and 410 yards away, put the crosshairs right on the top of his back.
It was a good hit.
I think I got him.
Yeah, you hit him hard.
He's down. 410 yards. We've been watching this goat all day. I'm so excited I can't even talk right now. Been watching this goat all day long, and he bedded down. He got up, he walked around. We looked, and that last time he stood up, his horns went straight up his head. There was some doubt that he was. I'm hyperventilating. I'm so excited. You can't even imagine how excited I am. Wow. I saw him jerk, and then
oh no, he came straight up. He came straight up, and then he rolled to his side, but you hit him right behind the shoulder, it looked like, and good. I think it was a good shot.
You saw through the binoculars?
Oh, I could see him hitting. He really lurched, and his whole front end came up, and he almost stood up on his hind legs and then flipped to the left and went down the hill.
Oh, wow. It's going to be probably a while before we go get, so we're going to get him today?
Well, we're going to sit there, we're going to watch here for a second and see, yeah, we're going to figure a plan out for sure.
Okay, we're going to check back. I'm going to try to get my senses about me, and we're going to go see if we can get this goat. He's, like I said, about 400 yards, but it's not straight. It's down and up. And
it's about a kilometer and a half.
Yeah.
As the crow flies, it's not so bad. But
hey, stay tuned, everybody. When we come back, we're going to go see our billy goat. I'm with the 123 outfit, my guide, Chris Wiggins. We're up here in British Columbia in the Kootenay region.
If you dip smokeless tobacco and ever thought about slowing down, try Smoky Mountain, America's original and best-selling tobacco-free brand. Smoky Mountain Snuff is a long cut, and it's available in 7 great flavors. Smoky Mountain pouches are available in wintergreen and mint. If you want a great tasting smokeless brand without tobacco or nicotine, try Smoky Mountain. To learn more, visit us at smokysnuff.com.
Nemacolin Woodlands, a luxury getaway with a welcome twist. To make your reservation, visit nemacolin.com and expect the unexpected.
This is the Z5 rifle scope from Swarovski Optic, designed for exceptional optical performance. This 5x zoom 1-inch rifle scope provides maximum image quality with impressive diamond bright optics. The Z5 has long eye relief with a 66% larger field of view range for greater overview. The Z5 from Swarovski Optic. Find it at a dealer near you.
Attention all trucking companies and owner-operators. Tri-State Trailer Sales is your one-stop shop for all your semi-trailer needs. We have fully stocked parts warehouses loaded with cargo controls, suspension, body parts, LED lighting, and more with free delivery to our service area. Our service departments perform all types of repairs on any make or model from minor to major wrecks and custom modifications. Our trailer sales and leasing departments stock all types of new and used trailers from flatbeds to tankers. Call us or stop by any one of our 4 locations or visit us on the web.
Welcome back, everybody. My heart's still racing. Chris and I just talked it over, and it's gonna take us a good 2 hours to get over there. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon, and what you don't wanna do in this country is be lost in the dark. It's dangerous. It's very, very drastic. You could see behind me, that's literally straight up. So what we're gonna do, we've got the animal down. We're certain he's dead. There's no problem with that. We're gonna come back in the morning first thing and take the hike up there, and that way we'll be able to pack it out. We're gonna try to get some sleep. I know I'm not gonna sleep tonight, but we'll be back first thing in the morning and we'll show you this goat. This is Wilf Boardman, the owner and the main guide here at 123 Outfit up in Cranbrook, British Columbia. It's my 3rd year in a row here, buddy.
Yeah, you're doing okay.
Oh, yeah, we're doing real well.
Basically, it's a good area. It's a large area. It's 600 plus square miles. It's got lots of game in it. And it's, as Joe knows, I mean, 3 years, I guess. You can't
That
go
says
wrong
something,
there.
right? When you come back to the same place 3 years in a row, it says something about it. So we say we go up there and get that goat.
You betcha.
All right, buddy.
Take care.
Okay. It's 1:30. Took us 3 hours to get here. The shot was 400 yards, 410 yards. It took us 3 hours to go that distance. And I'm not quite there yet. This is the tree he was bedded down. You saw a little bit in the video where he was bedded right here. And when he stood up is when I shot him. And if you take a look down through the valley, just to the right of that right tree is where I was laying down. So that's 410 yards. So I'm gonna take a walk down. I only got another 10 yards to go and go see my goat. Even going downhill's tough in this country. Okay. There he is. Yes, sir. Look at that. My first and only billy goat. Well, buddy.
Congratulations, Joe, you did it.
Thank you.
Excellent job.
Took us 2 years, but we did it.
Yeah, no, it's a long time coming. A lot of hard work, a lot of hiking, a lot of glassing, and yeah, it finally paid off in the end.
That's
you did a heck of a job.
Thank you very much. And I couldn't have done it without you. Everybody told me before I went goat hunting, you got to be ready for it, physically and mentally. And I tell you what, this was the most strenuous, stressful, mind-boggling hunt I've ever been on, and I am thoroughly exhausted. And you know, last year we had the snow, we had the bad luck with the snow, and we got pushed down off this same mountain. We couldn't get up it, but I said, you know, Wilf offered to come back this year again, and I said I'll be there next year as long as Chris could guide. And man, I don't know.
They did. No, that's the one thing about the goats. That's what makes them a true trophy. Is they really push you to the limits. They challenge you in every way, and hey, you held your end of the deal up. Even getting up the hill to get it is always a challenge.
Well, you know what? I would have felt really bad shooting this goat and not being able to climb up and get it. So I was bound and determined. I picked up the rear,
yeah,
but made it. But man, what a satisfying hunt! It's been a lifelong dream for me to hunt one of these, and finally got it. And man, he's going to look great in the game room.
Yeah.
So thanks again, Chris.
Hey, more than happy. It's been an awesome hunt. We've had a great week as always. We enjoyed your company, and thanks for coming out.
Okay, and we're going to get Wilf in here now. What an unbelievable hunt, Wilf. Thank you so much for having me. It's been awesome. I shot a really nice Shiras moose earlier in the week, and 2 days later, this trophy mountain goat.
and he's going to be another collection for the game room. Well, that's going to do it for this week's show, folks. I want to thank you for watching Joe's Wildside Adventures. I want to thank Wilf Boardman from the 123 outfit, Chris Wiggins, my guide. What an unbelievable week we had. Make sure you stay tuned for Cooking on the Wild Side coming up next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
The Yellow Creek Trout Club, located in Brush Valley, PA, offers breathtaking scenery on 3 miles of the best trophy trout fishing in western Pennsylvania. Yellow Creek is stocked monthly with fresh rainbows, brooks, browns, and tiger trout. It provides great artificial lure and fly fishing year-round. With 2 spacious cabins to rent along with a streamside pavilion, it is a great place to entertain clients for a change of pace. Yellow Creek Trout Club.
The mark of pure power. Put the only white gunpowder in your muzzleloader. New White Hots from IMR.
At Mortland Physical Therapy and Medicine, we have been offering a wide range of healthcare services to the people of Western Pennsylvania since 1990. Our brand new 10,000 square foot facility located in Peters Township offers state-of-the-art equipment, personal training, and modern rehab services. When you become a patient at Mortland Physical Therapy, we commit to a patient pledge to provide you with an individualized treatment plan. Whether you are recovering from an injury or an amateur or professional athlete, we pledge to find the best way to deliver the skilled assistance you need. Go to mortlandpt.com.
When you're part of a family, you feel like the door is always open to you. At Washington Financial, we've been part of area families for over 110 years, so we've helped open quite a few doors. The community, our family, has given us amazing strength, and we like to give it back whenever we can. It makes us all stronger. So visit us today at one of our branches or online. We'll see what doors we can open for you.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Cooking on the Wild Side. Today we have a special treat. My parents taught me how to cook years ago, so I took it over, and now we have another generation. And I want to introduce everybody to my nephew Vinny, not my cousin Vinny, my nephew Vinny. But a couple of years ago I did a sponsorship for a dinner for the Rough Grouse Society, and Vinny came over and helped me with this Cajun gator, and it blew everybody's socks off. So I invited Vinny to come on today, and you're gonna make a little bit of Cajun gator for us today? All right, you ready to get started?
Yeah.
Okay, before we get started, I would like to thank our friends from the Napa Valley Winery of Girard, who provided our Zinfandel that we're gonna have for today's meal. So today, my guests are Scott and Allison. How you doing, guys? Great. You're welcome. Thanks for being here. We're gonna have a little bit of fun. Ever have gator? Yes. You did?
Gator, not quite like this.
Okay, guys. Hey, thanks again for coming, and let's get started. Okay, before we get started, Vin's gonna talk a little bit about the ingredients, and you ready to go to work?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's hear it.
First, we have 3 cups of hot sauce. Mix that with 3 eggs, 3 tablespoons of bay seasoning, 2 tablespoons of black pepper, and 1.5 tablespoons of cayenne seasoning. Mix that with 3 cups of flour and 3 pounds of Uncle Joe's cut gator.
So you're putting the hot sauce into the egg?
Yeah, put it in the egg and you mix it up. I'm mixing all the seasonings into the flour and then mixing it up.
Boy, you can smell that. That's a little spicy, huh?
Oh yeah, very spicy for this. And then take the gator, bread it first, dip it in the wash, and bread it one more time.
Ah, interesting. That's what gives it that nice thick coating.
Yeah, it keeps the breading on, nothing falls off.
Okay, Vin, looks like you're done, huh?
Just about.
Okay, we have all of our gator breaded. Vinny's got his seasoning on there. Really nice flour coating with all those herbs and peppers. And now we're gonna just do a little deep fry on these, right?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead, man. Yeah, I'll help you out. Just hold this up. Okay, looks like the last of our gator is coming out. Looking good, Vin.
Yep, looks amazing.
Well, our gator's finished. Took a while to get them all fried up, and we have a little added treat here. We have some wedge roasted potatoes. Boy, that looks great, Vin. All right, let's plate our guests. Okay, let me have your plates. All right.
It's delicious.
Well, hopefully you'll enjoy it. A couple potatoes in here. And I have a little bit of sweet chili sauce, and I'll put it on the side so you can dip your gator in there. And there you have it, Vinny's Cajun gator with some roasted wedge potatoes. Man, that looks really good. There you go, Allison. Scott. Well, guys, thanks again for joining me today on the show.
Thanks for having me.
And I want to wait and see how you like your gator.
We'll take a drink too.
There you go.
That's really good. It's delicious.
Well, it looks like Scott and Allison are really enjoying it. Thanks, Vin.
Thank you for having me.
I can't wait to try it myself, so we're going to quit talking and get over there and eat some of this Cajun gator that you did. So, hey, that's going to do it for this week's show, folks. I want to thank you for watching Cooking on the Wild Side, and thanks again to our wine sponsors in the Napa Valley, the Girard Winery. Until the next time, bon appetit.